Well, Joe,
Hello, Pat.
it's good to see you.
And you too.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about how you came to faith?
Well, it's, how it came to faith was, I was over on the Shore Road. It was a last night bonfire where I collapsed and fractured my skull and ended up in the hospital with a life support machine. And I was on it for I think it was there for 12 hours. And I didn't know how I got there because I was drinking a lot of alcohol that night and I took a few drugs, unfortunately, and don't remember them. But getting out of the hospital afterwards, within a matter of a week after that incident happened, my mind was different. It was like the things that I was thinking all the time, because me and Caroline split up and I wasn't going to go back and see the children, and I was just going to let it go and just walk away from it. But someone, now I know to be the Holy Spirit, was saying, don't be like your dad. My dad only came over once a week to see us on a Sunday for a couple of hours. And this was every now and again. This was coming whenever I was having conflict in my own mind. It was, I'm not coming back, if this, if that. And I was at a place where I got to the point where I was at that stage where I did not care, because I'd lost everything I'd had in life. And again, this thought kept coming into my head is, don't be abandoning your kids. Get back, more or less guide me back towards Caroline on the children, where I was fighting against that and not wanting to go back. And it got that intense where I ended up giving in to the wee voice that was in my head and saying, right, I'm going to make an effort here. I'm going to go back to see Caroline on the children. Well, through that process of getting back in with them and getting to see them again, I was sitting with them in the visits in the social services every week for an hour, and it still didn't feel right to me being there, because the kids in my eyes had rejected me, pushed me away because of the breakup between me and Caroline. But over that period of time, it was Hugh came into my head. And it was, I have to get and see Hugh. Well, during that process as well, whenever that was going on, it was, my mum had lost her partner, and he had passed away, and we're at the wake. I think, Maggie, you were there that night, weren't you, Max? And I'd said to my mum, I wanted to speak to my mum, but there was a bit of tension between the two of us, and we got talking. And through the conversation, I said to her, she said about me not changing that there, and I says, well, I'm going to give my life to the Lord. And she says, if you were going to do that, you would do it all. Well, in that process, I'd seen Hugh and came and spoke to him and asked him and said, like, I want to give my life to the Lord. And he says to me, whenever you're ready, come and see me. Well, whatever, I was at the gym all the time, was training away, and big mate went into boogies one day, and he started putting money in the machine. And I'll put a bit in myself and put 100 quid in, and 600 of those came back out. Maybe brilliant, this is alright. So that'll be for a few days. And this over a 6 months period, I was in there this bookies 2 to 3 times a week, winning. Not realising at that time it was a distraction to keep me away from Hugh, because the money just kept coming, putting in £60 and getting back. By the time I walked out of the bookies, just, between £1,000 and £2,000 a time, oh, fuck yes, it's brilliant, I don't want anything else in my life. So one day I was down with Dennis and we tied up with Armour in Darren's flat, and they said we were going to go up and see Hugh and Mags up in Danny's house because it was the child's birthday. And as soon as I seen Hugh, we were sitting there, and he nodded at me and I nodded at him back, and we both went outside the car, and I said I wanted to give my life to the Lord, and Hugh binded what I had inside me. And from there I was up to here for sessions for counselling with him and Ruth. And with the life that I'd led, it was a different experience for me to even think of coming into Christianity, because of the way I'd lived my life and how simple I was. And Hugh binded whatever I had inside me. It came out in rashes and all after it, and started feeling me aches and pains here and there, but that was here and there. I would already had it in my head where I was going, and that was to come to Christ in my lifetime. But then we went and had a few sessions with Hugh and Mags, or Hugh and Ruth, and through that there, it was the images that they were getting, the Lord was giving them, they couldn't deter what it was. So they said about seeing two other guys, which was Billy and Ned. And we made the appointment for that day to come up, and that was the day that my life was given to Jesus. And everything that I had attached me, in me and around me, was removed, and it set me free from the prison that I was living in for 46 years. And it was amazing. Fantastic.
And do you know something? It isn't over yet.
Oh, brilliant.